Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to the show. Thank you all for being here. I am Lamarr Townsend. I am a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. Tonight, we're talking about who is about to text you, all right? Or who is thinking about texting you, and will they actually follow through? There's someone thinking about reaching out to you right now. Whether they actually send the message or not is another story. Tonight, we're going to look at who the person is, why they're thinking about texting you, what they want to say, and whether communication is actually coming in. Let's get into it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. Thank you all for being here. Welcome to the one and only show, Lamarr Townsend Tarot. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to the 2 a.m. live vibe. If you would like to book a live reading, you can donate via the link in the chat or the PayPal Cash App Venmo on the screen. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first question I'm going to ask for the collective, I'm not going to wait for anyone to come in the room. I'm just going to get right into it. The first question I'm going to ask for the collective is, who is thinking about texting you right now, and will they actually follow through? For the person watching this video right now, whether they're watching live or the replay, for the collective, who is thinking about texting the person watching this video right now, and will they follow through with actually texting the person watching this video? Hi, Joel. Thank you for being here. Hi, Lioness. Welcome, 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 everyone. Hi, Chance Thief. Thank you for being here. Who is thinking about texting you right now, the person watching this video, and will they follow through? Hi, Tough R Diva. Hi, Kisses Away. I get a King of Cups right off the bat. King of Cups is someone whom they're hiding more emotional weight behind them or behind the situation than they are letting on with you. This King of Cups does show up in a position of initiative, taking initiative. This person sees himself as the leader or the person leading the pack, leading the relationship. They may have issues being pressured or having their leadership, their authority challenged. All right. Let's read Muse of Emotions. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. If you would like to book a live reading, once again, I am available for live readings. You can donate via the link in the chat or the PayPal Cash App on the screen. Please put your question with your donation. Let's read the Muse of Emotions. Once again, the question is, who is thinking about texting you, and will they follow through? Compassion, joy, the freedom to feel all the emotions as a way to self-discovery. Transcendent state of bliss, meditation, and are calm and knowing. Being totally in touch with your desires and with balanced and peaceful emotions, avoiding moodiness. This card says, come, tiny vessel of love, to the place where the water drops off and pours everything into the sweet shell of life. This message of highest love resides where all the bits and pieces of your anger and sadness are brewed and alchemized into beautiful experiences for the soul. For they too are experiences to be cherished and learned from. Come meditatively, quietly, calmly, with everything you are. Leave nothing behind, for you will need it all in this place of mindful understanding. Steer clear of manipulation and moodiness and come into the light on the sweet waves of kindness. For those are the waves that will push you past the riptide. They will float you to be sandbanks of connection and invite you to explore your inner world with the gentlest compassion. Your task is to simply be true to your heart and accepting of the nature that is, as the healing waters of pure love are headed your way. It says attend awareness of perception, reaction, emotion, empathic and true, sensitive wisdom who crosses the sea. The subtle magic of now lies within you. Interesting. Someone definitely has deep feelings connected to you, deep memories connected to you, um, a deep emotional tie to you. But once again, I feel like whoever this person is that's thinking about texting you, they're holding back more emotion or feelings than they let on. And once again, there's a part of that that maybe makes them feel like they're in control or helps to keep them in control, whether, literally or just in their mind, delusionally, right? But look at the two people back to back. The energy around this comes across as like this could have been a good thing, or still has potential to be a good thing, or there was a good thing here. But emotions can be messy. Water can be messy, right? And unpredictable. Just like water can quite literally be unpredictable, especially large bodies of water, emotions very much can be unpredictable. So maybe there's something about this connection that is or was supposed to be emotionally healing for the two of you. Maybe became emotionally turbulent. But there's still something here once again. There's still potential here. Look at the arms. The bones, you can see the bones almost, it looks like through the clothing. I refuse to reach out no matter how I feel. 365 days, yes. This is cold ice green tea, not sweetened, by the way. Ace of materials. I do feel like some of you will actually get a text. For some reason I'm hearing a text back. So some of you are either already communicating with this person and have already reached out to this person. I do feel like some of you will get a text back, an investment back. The Ace of Pentacles is something tangible. Receiving something tangible from what you've invested in. And whatever this person is, it feels like you've invested in them, they've invested in you, you both have invested in the connection. So there's also something for both of you that the connection itself is tangible. This could be business, personal, relationship, romantic situationship, all of the above, some mix of all of the above, child. We judge. What is that thing called? We judge, but we don't judge. Whatever the thing is called. Queen of Wands. I do feel like a lot of you will end up hearing from someone that is thinking about texting you. Queen of Wands is fire. Queen of Wands is typically an energy of someone that moves energy, that shifts energy, that comes in quick, that comes in fiery, that comes in with something to say, that comes in making a statement of some sort. Some of you could quite literally have someone with feminine energy, whether they're male or female, but specifically have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Gemini in their chart. We listen and we don't judge, right? Everyone, I'm doing live readings. So if you would like to book a live reading while I'm here, please send your donations before I sign off for the night. So get your live readings while I'm here or hold your peace until next time. And please send your question with your donation if you can. Knight of Swords, the Knight of Inspiration. This is once again something swift coming in, quick communication. But this is quick communication coming in with emotion behind it. This is someone who's been waiting to say something, or someone who's been thinking of like what they're saying. This is someone with emotional weight behind what they're texting. Let's read the Queen of Inspiration and the Queen of the Knight of Inspiration, or the Knight of Voices. Because the Knight of Voices definitely is communication coming in specifically. Although it can be communication coming out as well. Queen of Inspiration, let's read. Hi, Gio. How are you? Thank you for being here. Gio, I might need a reading, but I don't know. I don't know this person's birth date completely. Anyways, I get the Queen of Inspiration. Let's read the Queen of Inspiration. Keywords: joy, courage, warmth, confidence, power, dynamic enthusiasm, a creatrix, engaging conversations. See? I think some of you are going to receive a text. Accepting all of yourself, a boisterous, bold, and powerful leader. Interesting. We talked about that earlier. The Queen of Inspiration reaches out over the horizon and she waves her hand, summoning an unseen force of intention and love. She is the embodiment of warmth and confidence, compassion, and determined joy, and she is seeking inspiration for the land below. Connecting with the ethers above, she downloads the keys to creation, and she imbues the land with the belief in self-expression. This queen is a powerful messenger of connected creativity, and she wants you to know how accessible her creative force is. She asks you to hear the tones of creation with her. She plucks their strings one by one and tells you to move in the direction of desire. Knowing that you can master this expressive attainment and success, follow the sounds of your inspiration and enthusiasm, and explore the edges of your courage, your self-acceptance, and your leadership. Every time she arrives, the room is filled with the most impossible magic, and once again believing in the power of dreams and in the warmth of infectious inspiration. Couple things here. I feel like this person that is thinking about texting you, there's something about them where they haven't forgotten how you make them feel. There's something very strong that sticks out about that. With like, there's a lingering memory of how you made them feel, maybe via past conversations. Something about conversations with you inspired them, lit them up, made them feel a certain way, and they're starting to remember, it feels like. So they may circle back for that energy. But there's also something else it said here. Once again, leadership. It feels like this person wants to regain control over the situation as well. Like part of the reason as to why maybe things went left is this person started to feel like they were losing control. All right. So there could be conversations about that in some way, shape, or form. Now let's read the Knight of Voices. Okay. Yes, I definitely will let you know, Gio. Thank you. And thank you. Yes, make sure you all hit the like button. It's free. And it is buy your ticket to the show by hitting the like button. It's free. All right. And remember, you guys, I'm doing live readings. So if you would like to book a live reading, send your donation via the link in the chat or the PayPal Cash App Venmo on the screen. All right. And please put your question with your donation just to let things run smoothly. You know who it is, Gio? Do you? I don't think you do, actually. It's someone, it's a guy. Knight of Voices. Let's read the Knight of Voices. All right. Once again, who's thinking about texting you and will they follow through is the question. A quick and intelligent, heroic energy, boldly speaking the truth, swift energy, purposefulness, fast and logical thinking, a drive to succeed, taking action, a need to focus, taking care to not be overbearing, a wing of truth. So some of you may get a truth coming in as well. Not only will you be receiving a text, you'll be receiving a truth. Oh, got it. Okay. You mean in particular for yourself for the reading? Okay, I was like, how do you know who I'm about to ask about? Got it. I was like, child, your intuition must be on point because how do you know about my situation already? I've never talked about it on live. I've never like, I was like, woo, child, you good. All right, let's continue to read. Um, it's not bad. I just want clarity on something. Wings crashing down on the air to lift her massive body, the Knight of Voices makes the impossible look easy. She is quick to rise and to bring massive speed and momentum to her world. Using wind speed, coordinates, logic, and gravity, she hoists herself into the air as easily as if she were feather light. Or at the very least, she makes it look easy because her majestic and skillful way of being in the world is both graceful and swift. She swoops in to play the hero again. See, someone wants control over the situation. She wants you to fly ahead with determination without domineering. There's no need to flaunt talent or intelligence when you can simply be in the world. Cut through any nebulous clouds with logic and reason and communicate your plans clearly as you fly ahead towards your success. I think, like I said, a lot of you are going to receive communication. I feel like it could be heartfelt. There's definitely emotion behind it, intention behind it. Someone remembers how you made them feel. Either you fired them up or you touched their emotions or both. All right. Once again, so far in terms of energy, specific energies, I'm getting a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, male, masculine energy. I'm getting a Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, female or feminine energy, both older, probably over the age of like mid to late 20s at the very least. And then I get a Knight of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Cancer person, particularly between the ages of about 20 to 40 years old. All right. No, Santa Claus missed your stocking when it came to giving out psychic gifts. Oh, I feel like you're pretty psychic. The Chariot, connected to self expression. Once again, I feel like someone has been holding something in. Someone's been keeping secrets. Someone's been holding something in. How they really feel. Their true feelings, their true thoughts. I feel like a little bit of it breaks through. The chariot card is about movement, forward movement. So I think someone's thinking about texting you because they remember how you made them feel. And I do see them, for a lot of you, of this person moving forward with actually communicating. I do want to say the best thing to be, because I do see GL's in the chat saying she knows who it is. Whoever the person is that you think it is or you know it is, give them the space to reach out. Give them the space to feel all of this, to go through all of these processes and emotions and things that they need to go through to get to the point where it's like, okay, it's worth it to reach back out to this person or reconnect with this person. Because if you try to smother it or force it, it's not going to work in your favor. I know also someone in the chat earlier said they're not going to reach out no matter how, no matter what they feel. I mean, find your middle ground, but, it might be a good idea, yeah, to give this person space to reach out to you eventually. It may take some time. It may not take too much time. If you have a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries man or masculine energy, like he may come in quicker than anyone else, probably, or they may come in quicker than anyone else. All right. This also doesn't have to be someone from your past necessarily, as well. I want to say, because we haven't pulled any cards connected to the past, but these are the energies I'm seeing so far. Definitely someone's thinking about texting you because they remember how you made them feel in some way, shape, or form. And I see follow through. I see strong potential for follow through. All right. As long as you give them space. I can be, but not a super psychic. It must work in some different way for me. He doesn't have my mobile number. He does know where I live. Hi, Red Rebel. How are you? That's a great idea. Thanks, Lamarr. I have to not be codependent. I have to have patience. Exactly. That part. That part. And don't be afraid to do your candle magic and your candle work. I mean, if you're too codependent, sometimes the cord cutting is necessary. Sometimes the cleansing is necessary. Sometimes, doing the work is necessary. Taking a spiritual bath. Like sometimes you have to do that in order for things to also move, if that makes sense. So some people think, and it's so funny to me. Some people think in relationships and dating and all types of relationships, a cord cutting is bad. A cord cutting can sometimes be the thing that saves the relationship or gives things a chance to breathe and come back together. Like a cord cutting isn't always bad. Now sometimes a cord cutting is final. The cords are cut and that's it. But every situation is different. Sometimes you need to do more than one cord cutting. Sometimes you put mild herbs in there. Sometimes you put strong herbs in there. It depends on the situation, right? But sometimes the cords can be too strong. I thought I was crazy when I started wondering if I was getting messages while watching TV, and a few psychics have said that I do get messages the way that way and in my dreams. Yeah, yeah, I very much get messages in my dreams as well. TV, not so much. I mean, maybe the TV. Maybe I need to pay more attention to that. Ace of Inspiration, you guys, is about taking action once again. Someone is thinking about texting you, and I do see a strong possibility that they will follow through. This person most likely will be inspired to text you. Now, they also could be intrigued maybe by a glow up you're having, by a shift in the energies. They may be intrigued by, seeing what you're up to, catching up, so to speak. They may be reminiscing on the routines that you had together, no matter how short lived or long lived. This person has not forgotten about you, especially if this is someone you haven't heard from in a while, or you have some sort of weird beef, maybe, or once again, you know the person, or you think you know who the person is. But I feel like for a lot of you, once again, there's already been time invested, there's already been tangible investments together or in each other in the connection. So I feel like this is someone you've interacted with before for most of you. I never thought of a cord cutting that way to clear the energy. Yeah, cord cuttings are really, really good. It like stops you from like obsessing, over people. It stops you from like, how some of us get, oh my God, why did they leave me? Oh, it's the end of the world. Like, do a cord cutting, child. Do a cord cutting, cry about it, and move on, honey. Like, we don't need to sit in this energy. And then I noticed that when I do cord cut, now this is just me. Maybe it's the herbs I use. I don't know. Maybe it's because literally when I do a cord cutting, slowly but surely as the candle burns, I literally start to give more and more or less and less of a fuck. They always come back. But the interesting thing is that when they come back, I don't care as much. I'm not as attached. That's the important part. That's the good part of a cord cutting. So a lot of times you'll do a cord cutting, child. That's once again not always the end of the relationship or the connection. They always come back. I want to say pretty much every person I've done a cord cutting on in some way, shape, or form always comes back and orbits my energy, or they literally come back in some way, shape, or form. They don't always stay, but who cares? Some of them, it's good they don't stay, child. How about that? I do bring in that Hollywood drama when the breakup happens. Yeah, I've learned the Hollywood drama is not worth it. Just do a cord cutting and move on. And start like flirting with other people. Not you don't have to date, but flirting, engaging. That's a good way to heal. Six of emotions connected to one-on-one relationships. There's still some unresolved emotional issues with this person or between you and this person. But look at like once again, look at the child in the mirror. There's like history between you and this person. There could have been something where maybe both of you triggered childhood wounds, or childhood wounds were triggered in some way, shape, or form. Hasty decisions were made. Once again, decisions made out of emotional maybe turmoil or emotional moodiness. Six of emotions. Let's read the six of emotions. Remember, you all, I'm available for live readings, so get your live reading in before I sign off for the night. I'm going to post the link one more time. And you can send your donation via the link in the chat or the PayPal Cash App Venmo on the screen. Get your reading in before I sign off, because once I finish the last reading, I am signing off, child. I'm signing off, child. All right. Six of emotions. Nostalgia. Past memories showing up. See? Old friends, old loves. See? A time to reach out to those you were once close to. The cards never lie, child. A time to reach out to those you were once close to. A beautiful reminder of how far you've come. Connecting with your inner child and your future self. Splash, jump, giggle, toot, and all the world's a game. Remember her? The little girl testing out mommy's shoes, or him? The little boy jumping into the puddle to capture frogs. Can you feel them? Sometimes they need to be cuddled and reminded that the world is a big, beautiful puzzle. This muse holds a mirror of time in front of you and asks you to remember your present with clarity and love. She reminds you that lifelong friends and family and old flames and joys can be called upon, accessed, and experienced, if only in memories. She reminds you that inside this mirror, your filters of perception change your reality, and that every time you access your memories, you color them a wee bit. So, at the very least, once again, someone is thinking about you and thinking about texting you, and there's emotional context to it as well. I'm going to stick to that. In this way, you have been changing your past since the day you were born. So why not choose to remember it in a way that heals your heart? Interesting. I remember you in the sweetest of fragments, organic, evolving, eyes open, heart lit. We loved and lived as if we were the living, breathing manifestation of consciousness. Now, the interesting thing is that I feel like this person doesn't look at you with malice, or isn't looking back at you with malice, or like disappointment, or like hate. I feel like they're like reflecting on themselves, surprisingly. Once again, they may not tell you that. You may notice it through their behavior or how they show up again, if they show up again. All right. But there's a reminiscing on their behavior, I feel like. How they showed up or didn't show up, what they could have done differently. There's a little bit of like, ooh, did I mess that up? Did I fumble that? Did I misread that? I feel like they emotionally misread it. They emotionally misread the room, or someone emotionally misread the room, and that caused an issue or a rift, or there was some sort of misunderstanding that caused a rift. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Remember, everyone, I'm doing live readings, so get your live readings in before I sign off for the night. I'm also available for personal readings as well. So if you want a personal reading, of course, text me at 703-791-9162. I have WhatsApp for international clients, or visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Hi, Mercedes. You know what, y'all? I think once I get off this live stream, I think I might get in the studio. I think it might be time to get in the studio and make some magic again, child. I don't know why I'm feeling inspired tonight. So once again, if no one gets the live readings tonight might be one of those early collective lives because I'm feeling like I need to get in the studio, honey, and take advantage of these witching hours, honey. All right, let's continue. By the way, I do have a new album out that literally just came out, Witch's Anthem, my second album. Geocosmic says, wow, it's hitting me that there's like 6 people it could be right now, and I'm a person who has been isolating for months now. This is wild, child. That's the truth is it could be more than one person. Y'all. Y'all. The next card. Once again, the question is and was who is thinking about texting you, and will there be follow through? Will they follow through? I get the Wheel of Fortune connected to change, transformations, endings. The Wheel of Fortune can speak of cycles, so for some of you, I feel like for a small margin of you, this could be the ending of a cycle, meaning definitely someone is thinking about texting you, but there may not be follow through, or there may not be immediate follow through. But the Wheel of Fortune is in this position, retribution. This is clarity that makes sense and sticks. This is things were stalled and paused and you didn't have the answers then for a reason, but now you have the answers coming through. This is that energy, the Wheel of Fortune. This is the tides turning in your favor. So once again, I do feel like after some time, whoever it is that's thinking about texting you will follow through with texting you. All right. You know why I think you need to give them space? You need to give them space to realize their wrongs and where they messed up. Because once again, I feel like for a large margin of you as well, this person is not looking at you specifically as the problem or the issue. But you may be taking it that way for whatever reason. I feel like they're actually looking at themselves and like reassessing themselves or assessing themselves and their behaviors and their emotional reactions. So I think you need to take that into account moving forward. And kind of remember, it's not all about you. Sometimes, just like other people, are a catalyst for your growth and change, you are also a catalyst for other people for their growth and change, which I think is exactly what's going on in this scenario. Does it make it hurt? Does it make the hurt go away or lessen in any way, shape, or form? Probably not, but it may make it make more sense as to the confusion or to what doesn't make sense. Because I feel like there's a lot about this that has not made sense so far, up until maybe this point of this reading, or what's to come moving forward after this reading as well. Also, if you would like to elaborate for your specific situation, you can text me at 703-791. This would be a good time to show my website real quick for anyone who wants to book a live or a personal reading. Let me show y'all my website. This is my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me before. And then, of course, if you would like to book your own reading, well, first of all, follow me on my social media pages. And if you would like to book your own reading, go to the store section. This is where you can go to view everything I offer. I offer quite a lot. I offer email readings, video recorded readings sent to your email. I also offer 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long phone readings. I also offer protection candles, open roads candles, blockage removal candles, cleansing candles, success and finances candles, birth chart readings, including individual birth chart readings, compatibility birth chart readings, year ahead transit, predictive birth chart readings. I also offer mediumship readings, handmade evil eye bracelets, merch made by me, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes, past life readings, and so much more. All right. So if you would like to elaborate for a personal reading, I'm also available for those as well. Let's finish off this collective reading for this question, child. Awakening. Someone's having an awakening. Someone is learning a lesson because of you. That's why you're lingering in their mind. That's why they're thinking about you. That's why they're thinking about texting you. But also the thing with this is this person doesn't know what to say. They don't know necessarily quite what to say to elicit the response they want, which also may delay a response. Or I'll leave it at that, could delay a response. All right. This reading is hitting a bullseye that I didn't even know existed. That's why I just figured out that 6 people fit a separation that happened this month. Yes, please click the like button, everyone. Who is thinking about texting you? I get the Tower card. Connected to the past. This definitely could be someone from your past. Someone who you had a disagreement with, a fallout with, a tower moment with. Now you got to be careful with this energy because this can be re-engagement, but if things aren't healed or if things are done differently, you could end up right in the same situation, right? Again. But this is definitely someone, the person who's thinking about texting you is definitely someone you've had a tower moment with in the past, or a disagreement, a fallout, a grudge, a lack of closure. One of you was operating from an unhealed self, an irritated self, a stressed self. Once again, I get hastiness. 3 of voices connected to unexpected changes, radical change. Once again, I feel like whoever this person is that's thinking about reaching out to you, it's not about you. They're not looking at you, fully and being like, and they did this and they did that and they were the problem and I was perfect, I was an angel, I was a saint, they were a demon, devil, dirty dog. Like, I don't think they're looking at it like that. I think they're looking at themselves like, why me? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why did I react that way? Why do I still let that, thing sabotage me the way it does? Why is this door closed? Is the door still closed? Should I walk through it? This is this person's energy right now, or moving forward. But some of y'all are making it about you, or that you're the big bad wolf. But they're not looking at it like that. Once again, That's three of them. Yep, exactly. Let's pull the last card, child. The Fool. The Fool card. This person that is thinking about texting you could feel compelled to reach out. Once again, this is not about you. This is a part of their spiritual journey, a spiritual shift, a spiritual lesson that they're going through that you were a part of or that you were a catalyst of. They will probably always associate you with this spiritual lesson, whether they reach out or not. Let's read the Fool card to end the collective reading. And last call for live readings. I'm gonna sign off soon. All right. So I'm going to put the link one last time. Last call for live readings. Last call for live readings. Get your live readings in before I sign off for the night. Because I'm probably signing off in 10 minutes. The Fool. A new journey. Beginnings. Trusting the universe. A time for optimism. Not knowing what's coming. Naivete. Needing to learn new skills. Analysis paralysis. And a leap of faith. She hums a tune she used to know, and with bated wishes, she leaps into an abyss of stars and possibility. Thoughts eager, heart racing, hopes high. A million bits of colored stardust rise up to meet her, and she greets myth and opportunity as she tumbles forward. She sees her future here in this beautiful swirl of light and potential. What are you searching for? Asks the muse. Something brave, she whispers. Something new. For the briefest of moments, she feels unprepared, naive, unsure, foolish. You would like a general love reading? Send your donation for reading Joel. Joel before I sign off. Joel before I sign off. Or get a personal reading. Um she asks herself, are you ready for this? Can you take this journey? And the muse wants her to remember that she is and she can. She wants her to believe in her magic. As she leaps, she leans deeper into trust and begins to hum once more. A song that sounds different this time around. Grander, epic even. The notes vibrate the space around her, and her new path begins to unfold, leaving nothing to do but begin. Fearlessly jump into the sea of the cosmos. The spinning potentials are calling. Maybe a little foolish today, yet better done fool like than stalling. So this person may not come through perfectly. All right. They may not say the perfect words. They may not have the perfect action. It may not come through the perfect medium. But the fact that this person is showing effort shows change on their part. All right. Once again, it could take a while. It could take anywhere from, I'm going to say I get the number 12, 12 hours, 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months. All right, or the number 12 could be important. Interestingly enough, the Fool card is about is really the number infinity. So that's interesting. There could be no indefinite time, right? But I get the number 12. Most of you will hear from this person within 12 hours, 12 days, 12 weeks, 12 months time. All right. And it doesn't have to take exactly 12 weeks. It doesn't have to take exactly 12 months. It could be 6 months. It could be 6 weeks. It could be 4 days, 2 days. So every situation will be different. Okay. Let's get the final card for the collective. But I think I want to read from this deck. I'm going to read from this deck for the final card. Thank y'all for joining me for tonight's collective reading. Once again, I'm available for personal readings. My list is not long. All right, so get your live readings or get your personal readings as well. Okay, good. Just checking. Infinity, shout out to Pee Wee Herman. I didn't grow up with Pee Wee Herman, but everyone talks about him. Pee Wee's Playhouse definitely looks like something I would have watched, though, for sure. It kind of reminds me of Mr. Rogers. Ironically, I watched Mr. Rogers growing up, which was also what didn't come out when I don't know. Anyway, my Pee Wee Herman is Lunette the Clown, but no one knows who she is. So, anyways, the Judgment card shows up. Interesting, Judgment. When all sides are equal, the path of liberation or the path of liberated wisdom appears. See? Both sides have to be equal. There's an imbalance. Things had to get to a place of balance for this, reconnection or communication between you and this person to even come through. Oh, yeah, you still love Pee Wee's Playhouse? 40. It looked fun. Pee Wee's Playhouse was the surprisingly camp. That's why all ages, especially adults, watch that show. I love anything camp, even today. When all sides are equal, the path to liberated wisdom appears. Someone's behavior, mannerisms, or presence may have become a source of irritation. Didn't I say that? Look within. You might have asked them to change the behavior, or they may have sensed your subtle disapproval and even tried to accommodate you. When the prickly feeling remains, it is time to go inward. It is easy to judge or diminish someone or something without exploring why these feelings have arisen. Like all feelings, judgment, irritation, and criticism are signposts for you. Following them may be uncomfortable and perhaps reveal something you secretly judge about yourself. It can be confronting when your inner critic comes out to play and judge you. Breathe and relax. You have done nothing wrong and are not being punished. Listen to your inner critic, observe how it speaks, the phrases it uses, and any words it emphasizes. These are all key clues on your journey of self-discovery. When you feel judgment arise, breathe and relax. It is a stress response. Detach and observe your judgment and let it float away, taking a layer of conditioning with it. As those layers lift, your soul truth will begin to reveal itself more clearly. When judgment turns up, be gentle, be still, and let it show the path to liberation. That was good. I feel like some of you may wake up and randomly get a message from this person or from someone that's been thinking about texting you. Like you're not going to see it coming. It's going to be maybe a pleasant surprise. It's going to be like, oh, they reached out, or oh, hmm. While I can't sleep, this guy Lucas, a friend for 8 years, said he wanted to be more than friends, and the next day changed his mind. But I feel a soul connection. You might need to get a reading, Claire. Lawrence Fishburne was wearing that Jerry curl wig as cowboy curls. Yes, I need the judgment. I have a judgment. I've been trying to collect them and mess things up. Yo, this judgment card is kicking my butt. It's telling the exact truth of one of those situations. Wow, this hits so hard. Shout out from northern Minnesota. Much love to you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you all for joining me tonight. I'm signing off. I appreciate you all for listening and watching. I will catch you in your own personal readings. I will see you in the next video. Either way, I will see you soon. Once again, I do have a new album out. It is called Witch's Anthem. It's available on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Music, and all platforms. I will catch you all in the next video, or I will see you in your own personal reading. Either way, I will see you soon. I gotta run, Lamarr. I'll see you next time. I have a good night. Now I know there will definitely be communication. Yes, exactly. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye, everyone. You're switching lanes like you're switching vibes. We're on a highway to hell, but I've heard Satan takes bribes. Time to call a truce, time to make this right. You're gonna crash and burn like a fire in the night. I can't let you keep doing this to me. Fire and brimstone are my ecstasy. Your eyes, they glitter like a million stars. You're a diamond in the rough wherever you are. No death or damage can break us free. We're not split ends, it's you and me. Your eyes, they glitter like a million stars. You're a diamond in the rough wherever you are. No death or damage can break us free. We're not split ends, it's you and me. I can't let you keep doing this to me. Fire and brimstone are my ecstasy. Your eyes, they glitter like a million stars. You're a diamond in the rough wherever you are. No death or damage can break us free. We're not split ends, it's you and me. Your eyes, they glitter like a million stars. You're a diamond in the rough wherever you are. No death or damage can break us free. We're not split ends, it's you and me.